Every engineer has faced a colossal failure, but what happens when project planning goes horribly wrong? When vital decisions falter, whole teams can crumble, reputations can suffer, and innovations can stall. Today, we're diving into a gripping story that highlights the most common yet overlooked pitfalls in engineering project planning. Stay with us as we expose the hidden flaws that led to a shocking outcome and learn how to spot these issues before they snowball. You won't want to miss this. Picture this: a highly ambitious team set out to deliver a groundbreaking software product. Initial enthusiasm runs high, but as deadlines loom, cracks start to show. Misalignment between teams leads to duplicated efforts, and critical components are missed during the planning phase. By the time the team realizes there's a problem, weeks of effort have been wasted, and the looming deadline is not just a date, it's a ticking bomb. How did they get here, and why did no one see these signs? The urgency builds as we dig deeper into this tale of Project Doom. In hindsight, it's easy to identify the warning signs that were ignored: unvalidated assumptions, unestablished priorities, and undefined roles. Yet, in the heat of the moment, teams often overlook these critical components, lulled into a false sense of security by their expertise. This leads to the illusion of progress. Recognizing these red flags early can mean the difference between a successful outcome and an ignominious failure. Now, let's unravel a practical decision-making approach that can steer teams clear of these pitfalls. Let's introduce an effective decision-making approach centered on iteration and collaboration, regularly utilized by seasoned engineers. This process consists of 4 key phases: define, align, validate, and iterate. First, define involves clarifying project scope and objectives. Align ensures all stakeholders are on the same page. In the validate phase, assumptions are tested to unveil hidden issues before they escalate. Finally, iterate promotes ongoing adjustments based on feedback. By adhering to these phases, you create a solid foundation for your project. However, this approach can fail. In the define phase, the project team must identify clear goals and requirements. What problem are we solving? Who are our users? Yet, many teams falter here, often skimming over vital discussions or not involving the right stakeholders. They rush to move forward with a flawed understanding, missing the crucial details that can derail progress later. Remember, this step is not just a checkbox, it's the cornerstone of your project's success. Next comes align. This phase is about ensuring that all stakeholders share a common vision. It might seem trivial, but misalignment often leads to wasted time and resources as teams pursue divergent goals. Effective communication can't be underestimated here, as frequent huddles or briefings can solidify understanding and ensure team synergy. If not executed well, it sets the stage for conflict and confusion down the line. Most teams don't fail because of incompetence. They fail because leaders avoid uncomfortable decisions. The validate phase acts as your safety net. Here, teams must rigorously test assumptions and proof points, recognizing that validating not just the project scope, but also the feasibility of key decisions is essential. When validation is overlooked, teams can chase poorly founded ideas for months, draining resources and morale. This step empowers teams to pivot before it's too late, testing the waters instead of diving blind. Consider a renowned tech company that planned a revolutionary platform without aligning their development and business teams. In the rush, they skipped critical validation tests, only to find out weeks later that their core technology couldn't support the projected user base. They launched late, and their reputation suffered, a stark reminder of the consequences this process can have. This is more than a cautionary tale. It's a call to action. So why do so many experienced leaders still stumble? It often boils down to the hard trade-off between speed and accuracy. The pressure to deliver fast can overshadow the need for thoroughness. Teams may skip steps, acting on assumptions rather than facts. Understand that each decision you make has lasting effects. Can you afford to sacrifice long-term success for short-term gain? It's a question that reverberates through every project. To ensure you sidestep these pitfalls, Begin by embedding these phases into your project culture. Rotate meeting facilitators to promote fresh perspectives and ensure true alignment. Encourage cross-functional collaboration and invest time in validating assumptions through mock user testing. Automate part of your validation process with tools that integrate feedback loops. By taking these steps, you protect your projects from downward spirals before they even begin. Today, we unpacked how overlooking key planning stages can lead to project failures that resonate far beyond the work itself. We dissected the importance of the iterative decision-making approach, where clarity and validation prevent costly mistakes. As engineers and leaders, embracing a culture of thorough planning, collaboration, and validation will transform your project outcomes and safeguard your reputation. The takeaway? Never underestimate the planning stage. The seeds of success or failure are sown here. Thank you for diving deep into this critical discussion. I encourage you to reflect on your own experiences and commit to fostering a more robust planning culture in your teams. Like, share, and subscribe if you found value in this content. Ready to turn potential pitfalls into pathways for success? Let's uphold better planning practices today.